Good day, everybody. This is the Ecclesiarch here, back to you with some more Warpforge, and today I have another orc deck prepared for you guys. This is a different type of archetype that I have actually been working on, and honestly speaking, it's been performing really well. So yesterday when I played, I think I only lost one game, which was against Barrick, against his Jane Jar. Otherwise, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like there's well, this one was with gold rank. So like I had like a huge streak with this deck, and I want to share it with you just to show you how it works, what the idea behind it is, and what exactly makes it tick. So it's a Ghazghkull deck. I think you could possibly make the same deck work with other warlords as well, but I think Ghazghkull does it better because of his ability, the Greatest War Boss, because it gives one extra growth, and that growth is going to be necessary. So first of all, look at the curve here. You see, mostly we're playing low-cost units, and no, this is not a Green Horde deck, by the way. This is not a combo deck. So, well, for a bit it is, but it's not a Green Horde one. So take a look at what we got here. So we got a lot of low-cost stuff, like we got the Grots, we got Makari, as well as the Slugga Boy. I had the Snakebite Orc Boy, but I think this one is better because I do like the ranged attack as well, because the other one has like one ranged attack, which makes it a little bit more vulnerable. We got the Storm Boy, and we have like Gretchen Mob, Bomb Squig, and Grot on a Bomb Squig. So we got a lot of early game drops. And the idea of that is that you really want to be spamming the board and maybe fortifying it possibly with Arda's Nails, because what you do want to use is Drag It Down. So Drag It Down is like it's a new card that has been added to the orcs, and the amount of damage that this thing can deal is absolutely massive, because it deals 1 damage and +1 for each friendly unit, including your warlord, and if the target gets destroyed, it gives +1 health to everything in play in hand. This is a very strong card, which is kind of underrated nowadays. I think it's been under the radar a lot. So you have both Arda's Nails as well as that to just buff the health of whatever you play, and it can be really strong. And on top of that, we got Proper Killy together with Power of the Wa, and Power of the Wa is one of the things that also makes this deck tick, because you basically get +1 attack every time like your warlord gains a mob, right? That means like when you're playing these smaller targets, if they get to attack even once on the next turn, the enemy warlord is gonna get peeled for a lot of damage, and if you combo it with Proper Killy, it's even worse. Of course, apart from that, we do have the Warbiker. We got double No Mockin for removal. We got Zogdrog Wurtsnaga, another new card, which is really good because it helps you spam the board. And then there's double Squig Hog Boy and Rocket Rock Squig Buggy. The things that you could consider for this deck, I think, are maybe Scorcha Assault. You could go for Get 'em Lads as well. It's just that I don't think Get 'em Lads is necessary. I think instead of that, you pretty much can include something like Power of the Wa. A thing that I've been thinking about, however, is that you don't want Prophet of the Wa. I think it's way too slow, and I guess Orc Knob with a flank is a little bit better in that regards, because Orc Knob, ever since they gave it back its own flank, is great again now, and Prophet of the Wa I think is a little bit too slow. So this is the deck that we're going to be running. So without further ado, let's just jump in and see what we can do. This deck performs exceptionally well against things that are more control based and are slower. Now against Galeron, it's gonna be a little bit difficult, because Galeron, if he plays his thing, and by thing I'm talking about Idolatrous Despoilers, it's gonna get a little bit ugly for us, so we gotta be careful. With this build, we usually go for Gretchen Tower, because you want to spam the board as much as you can, as fast as you can. If you're playing Go First against Chaos, doesn't matter which Chaos you're facing, always take the Hellfire Outburst, because the very good thing about that is that basically once you play Hellfire Outburst, Oh, that's not too good. Wait, give me a second. Once you play Hailfire Outburst, most of it is going to be hitting your chaff, like your grots and stuff. And that is really going to put you in a pretty good position, honestly. So we'll do it like this. We'll keep one grot. He probably will do some AoE. Chaos is actually a little bit of a tricky matchup because they have like a lot of AoE. Like they got Traitor's Hate, they got Spawndom, and there's Idolatrous Despoiler. So that's one thing that is very, very scary right now. So this is given to an enemy troop. Wait a minute. For the rest of the enemy troop is deployed. Yeah, this is very nasty in a way, because now I think whatever I deploy as worst Snaga will probably receive the vulnerable, which is not too good. So it is pretty scary currently. But despite that, I think we still get a chance, even though I think that is what he did now is a pretty good counter. It's a pretty good counter because now everything is going to just heal him, and that is pretty scary. So Idolatrous Despoilers is a pretty good answer to all of that. Okay, so does the Litany of Despair, that makes sense. And smashes into that. Okay, at least he takes a little bit of damage. We'll take that. That's fine. Okay, Mark of Thorn. Totally okay. Don't care much about that. Okay, so what we do want to be doing here is we want to make sure... we just want to make sure that he takes as much damage as possible. So, we're going to be doing those bomb squigs actively. Let us do it like this. Let us punch him, and let us punch him again. So again, he's going to be healing quite a bit, but that doesn't mean that he's not close to lethal range. The bomb squigs are going to see to that. Though the Idolatrous Despoilers is what is keeping this guy in game right now. Otherwise, he would be in a lot of trouble, honestly. Because as you guys can see, like, the deck can get spammed like crazy. With other Chaos Warlords, the Idolatrous Despoilers is really not a problem. It's mostly Galeron that is an issue, because take a look. He's healing like a lot of HP by just doing that. Not sure why he decided to use that though. Maybe just for fun. I can dig that. Oh. He took a lot of damage still. So, at this point, I probably do want to be a little bit careful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Arda's Nails here. So that it becomes a little bit more difficult for him to remove all of this. So that he, like, for example, a single Traitor State is no longer enough to deal with it. I also have Proper Killy, so I do really want that Proper Killy. Okay, we'll take that. Just smashes into... Ooh, okay, that's smart. That's smart. Again, correct. So... let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's game over. Because I take this out. Then I get Proper Killy. That's 1. That's gonna be 2. That's gonna be 3. And that's gonna be 4. So, yeah, not the best matchup that we could have actually started from, because it is a little bit difficult, as you guys can see. But even then, the amount of spam and aggro that you can do is pretty devastating, honestly. So, as you can see, it still works. Okay, we're now facing up against Azrael. All of this, I think, is good for starters. Maybe get rid of 1 grot so that we know we're not too invested in grots. In most cases, as I said, you do the Gretchen Tower. Not always, though. For example, it's still necessary to get the Squig Buggy one if you can. Squig Buggy is still like one of your best things. Alrighty. Ooh, look at what we just drew. Though I do not think it is time to play it yet. Depends on what Azrael actually does here. I might actually even consider doing that, but we'll see. Okay, just does the Supreme Grandmaster once again. And let's see if he just doesn't care and does his thingy. No, he does not, which is pretty good. That means there is a chance that he is not drawing his beloved Terminators. Thus, I'm going to start grot spamming. So, as I remember, Azrael does not have an anti-AoE at this stage of the game. So the sooner I spam him with grots, the better it's gonna be for me. Now, if he still got lucky and drew a Terminator, it could happen, but chances are lower.
Caliban's rage echoes.
Okay, we'll take that. Shoots it. Fair enough. So, at this point, I am thinking perhaps just the Slaga boy. But I think instead of the Slaga boy, this is what we're gonna do, just so that taking his stuff out becomes a little bit easier. So we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. So we're gonna still keep this board active, and next turn is big. If he doesn't answer us like really well here, we got the power of the Wa plus Ghazghkull's ability next turn, which is going to be devastating. Well, I mean, I guess that's a little bit bad, but not too much. Ah, and he chooses to leave a grot. I think that's a bit of a mistake, to be honest. One that maybe will cost him. We shall see. So, that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. And that's 6. And suddenly, Azrael is down to 23 HP. Do you find it funny? Because I sure as hell do. So, two of the like very important new cards for this obviously are the power of the Wa, as well as the other guy, Snaga or whatever his name is. Yeah, we play the Squid Buggy here, 100%. And we also have to bash into this guy because we gotta make sure that gets destroyed. Otherwise, it can ruin my plans. Healing is a very good answer overall. Oh, for real. Wages. Very clever, actually, I might say. To be honest. Oh, what? And you're sacrificing that. Okay. Interesting. If this doesn't go into my Squig Buggy, he might get trouble here. Ooh. Uh-oh. That's not too good, my bro. That's not too good, because you know what I'm gonna do here, actually? I'm gonna do Art as Nails. Because this way, we get another Squig. And I don't care about the Squig Hog Boy not attacking this turn. What I want to force out of him is Deadly Killers, because Deadly Killers is what counters me from Dark Angels, because whenever you play board spam, obviously Deadly Killers is what can finish the game off really badly, so this is concerning. Alright. Well, looks like Azrael doesn't have it. Okay, that's fine with that. We're fine with that. Comes the Black Knight. Not bad. Supreme Grandmaster.
Target priority
Yeah,
set.
GG. There you go.
Await our retribution.
There goes Azrael, boys. There goes Azrael. So, cheers. Okay, go for the next game. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking yesterday, like, what if I built a Power of the Wa Ghazghkull deck? Because Power of the Wa was like the #1 legendary I rolled from the expansion. And I just thought, what can I do with this? Like, it's not too good for Gordrang. It's not good for Beast Boss. So what is this thing supposed to do, right? And, well, then it hit me. This is what it is supposed to do. It's just supposed to make the board as annoying as humanly possible. Alrighty, so we're just gonna start off with this. In an Orc Mirror, it can also be pretty good, but Orc Mirrors are pretty chaotic. It really depends on how the game goes. It can really go either way, always. Mirror matches are mostly like that. Whenever you're playing mirror matches, if you're playing like a similar Warlord, usually how it happens. I mean, with Orcs, I wouldn't say like all Orc Warlords play the same, because currently there's like a couple of ways that the Orcs can play, but for the most part it's same type of things just going on. So Runt Herd, my favorite card actually. Not even joking. Not even joking for a second, by the way. It's like an amazing card. So you guys just gotta make sure that... I guess this is how we do it. And then do this. Just make an annoying Grot Blockade. Drag it down is gonna be really good once we draw it. Huh. Interesting. It's not gonna be too difficult to deal with. It jumps over Vanguard. Come on. You for real now? Really? It jumps over Vanguard? That's kind of stupid, isn't it?
The boss always got the best ideas.
I think that's something they need to address. I don't think that card has actually a lot of issues with it. First of all, stun doesn't stop it. It jumps over Vanguards, and I'm not sure if that's supposed to be intended or not. I don't know if it's a bug or I don't know if it's intended. What do you guys think? Is that worth reporting overall? Because once it still attacked when it was stunned, and there was another time when it basically right now, I mean, it jumped over the Vanguard. So I don't know, it's kind of a weird thing, I guess. Let's do it like this. Then let's drop a Storm Boy. Flying units are always a welcome addition. And then let's buff the board. It plays a Squig Buggy. I also have a Squig Buggy, so it's gonna be a huge chain explosion going on. Alright, give him 3 damage. Okay, 2 is good. Don't take out my Storm Boys though. Oh, nice, nice. That's a 5 damage right out of that Squig. I think, by the way, that is what needs fixing, like, ASAP. I don't think it is remotely fair that is possible currently. And this is how we're gonna do it. Good. And I say we drop the Squig Hog. Yep. Ouch. That hurt. So all I need right now is him dropping to 11 HP, and I'm gonna be good. I highly doubt that goes to my face, as expected. Did not go to my face. Oh, that's annoying. That is somewhat annoying. Squig hogs again, huh? Oh, actually take that. Get some grots down. Again, just to make everything a little bit difficult for him. There's no gargantuan squiggot coming down, if what you guys are thinking. Because he never used the card that makes it cheaper. But I need to finish the game before there's gonna be... Oh yeah, there you go. Before there's a gargantuan squiggot, otherwise you're not winning it, right? So there it is. Okay, there's the warbiker. Just smashes into his face, and then prop Achille to just finish this show off. Show's over. Okay, well played to my opponent. That was pretty intense, to be honest. As I said, orc mirrors can go like either way. It is pretty scary overall. It's not too easy. Of course, you can still play smart, you can still make good decisions, but it's not easy. Okay, we got Captain Titus. Now, against Captain Titus, I guess keeping Arda's Nails is a good idea, because he is going to be using his AoE. Titus is, once again, it's another matchup that is not too easy, but it's not unwinnable either. But it's not easy. It is pretty difficult. It is difficult exactly due to that reason, right? So he slowly heals. He also gets AoE. Now I think he made a mistake there, though. I think he could have just attacked the grot and took less damage. But I guess he just preferred me taking 3 damage than saving his own HP, which I can understand, obviously. Okay, that's good. That's good because I can now play Zogdrog. There we go. It's gonna be summoning those snake bites. And we're setting up a Drag It Down, which is also pretty good. Depending on what Titus decides is the correct play here. He should not leave this one alive, though, because it has a very strong ability, the Special Dose. It's gonna make it 7 damage, and it's gonna hurt, man. It's gonna hurt a lot. Especially if I combo it with Arda's Nails and my Warlord Power. So he's probably thinking now whether or not he should use the AoE again. So the thing about this is that due to the fact that he's forced to always use his Warlord Power, yes, he's clearing the board. He's very successfully countering me, you could say. But the problem that he gets with that is that in return, he's not developing his board at all, which is very good. Which is honestly something that is big. Right now, he doesn't have his combo with his Storm Raven and plus his ability, unless he, of course, uses Refill. That would be pretty devastating. High Factory. Angels of Death. Okay. That's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. Not a card that I usually expect to see played, but I'd say pretty good. So, here's the question. Do I want to just do this? I think I do. I could use it for HP on my units, but honestly, I think this is a little bit more of a priority here, just to drag Titus down. It's pretty necessary to just, you know, have him at low health. Because then he plays his Assault Doctrine, which makes him almost immortal, so... I probably don't want that happening. Okay, that's a port clear. Rocket Rock is coming next turn. Alright. Okay. Huh. Very well. So, Rocket Rock. And then this. So we're slowly running low on cards. And that's going to be a little bit difficult now. But on the flip side of things, Titus is pretty low. So we can exploit that somehow. Still took damage. Yes, and he's gonna take even more damage now. Ooh. I took some as well, but it's only fair. Ah, Apothecary. That's a little bit annoying. What do we get? We got the boys here, so let's do it like this, actually. Still punch him. So he could drop the Assault Doctrine here, which I think would be a mistake. I think right now he should not play Assault Doctrine because it becomes very dangerous next turn, because he doesn't know what I have in my hand. I have a useless Sluggaboy in this case, but it's not something that he knows I have. So he makes the correct choice here. And he manages to clear the board. Just one heal, okay. And I think he actually got us. Does he have us? No. He does not, boys. He does not. Because we top deck. You don't forget, ever, streamer luck. Streamer luck, gentlemen. It exists. That's game number 4. Pretty close, though. Let's go now for game number 5. In the meantime, we got to 3k. And I can tell you it was a breeze. The deck is extremely powerful. And a lot of the matchups we've been facing were not really that good. Okay, Azrael, Rocket Squig Buggy, Grotana Bomb Squig. Maybe change one Grotana Bomb Squig. This time, I think we go for Extractor Rig, because early Squig Buggy is, like, too good. Let's see if Azrael number 2 can get us. It's a weird start. But then again, if he can pull it, then why the hell not? It's a Sluggaboy, actually. Do we start with a Sluggaboy? Nah. I don't think we should start with a Sluggaboy. Again with the secret agenda. Interesting. I assume he's still gonna use his ability. I don't think he's gonna see one Grot as a threat. Which he should. Because those Grots can really get out of control, boys. Now, he could get a Smothering Decree. I know that the chances are low for that, but I don't like taking those kinds of chances because lately, every time I say, nah, it's not gonna happen, it happens. So Doesn't look too good. Okay, uses his ability again, so he's not respecting the possibilities here. So how about I do this, I punch him, and I punch him again, but I keep the rest on the board. Let's just still keep it on the board. Let us really hope there's no early smothering decree. Okay, that's fine. That is also fine. We'll take that any day. Is he gonna punch one of the grots, or does he really not care? Oh my god, he really does not care. Huh. Do we punish him? Yeah, pretty much we punish him. So, smash. Smash. Boom. Boom. And boom. So we got one more turn until our boy here gets his deadly killers. So we gotta be very careful. Knowing he has 2 secrets in his deck already makes me very uncomfortable. But there's not much I can really do about that.
Rage echoes through
Okay, Black Knights. Finally, he decides to attack. I think he attacks for a good reason. You cannot leave that alive, as I said. It's way too valuable. Huh. Interesting. Still no, though. It's still a no. Because... Should I? Yeah, I still should. Let's prepare some bomb squicks for him. Sure, he's gonna appreciate that. This is gonna be a lot of damage, potentially. Especially if everything starts... Ooh. Huh. What? Okay. Not sure what he's up to here. Maybe he does have that smothering decree, but even if he does, I don't know how much healing how much that healing is gonna help. I'm not sure. There's 3 bomb squigs on the board. That's like a nuclear bomb at this point.
Target priority
Yeah, GG. And there goes Azrael. So yeah, gentlemen, as you can see, like the Aggro Ghazghkull is working immensely well. That's another 5 wins for me. So I don't know, man. I think that this is a very, very powerful deck that I think is going like under the radar currently. And there you go. Now you all know about it. So feel free to try it out and tell me in the comments what you think about it. So yeah, I think this is one of the archetypes that people have been missing a little bit. Like, I know there's like the Armor Orc archetype, there's the Gordrang Aggro archetype, there's like the Beast archetype, there's a Squiggoth one, but I think that here's the one that people have not been talking about too much. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Tell me what you think in the comments, and Ecclesiarch out.